What's up, YouTube? I am here for a new Wi-Fi battle. I'll say I've been putting this one off for like at least a good month now. So yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys, but I was shiny hunting. I got that Sword Loon about a week ago. Really happy I got it. I haven't really been shiny hunting since. I collected a couple of eggs, hatched them, but nothing. I've been hatching. I collected some eggs, but now I didn't hatch them all yet, so I may have a shiny and don't even know it. But anyway, I'll be hatching those live, so hopefully I'll get a new live shiny. So yeah, but I've really been playing Tales of the Abyss for the 3DS, and I love that game for the PS2, so I really love it on the 3DS. But without stalling anymore, let me show you this Wi-Fi battle. So here we go, my video. And here we go. I'll try to do different narration style. So I'm basing Maggie and C-Mac. So Maggie sends out Shocker and Japanese, Chinese, Korean. That's actually not Japanese ones. So he sends out Sky, and I send out Scarbo. If you know my Scarbo strategy, you know that's not looking well for Scarbo, but the Sandstorm helps a little bit. So, Korean starts out with a Shockwave instead of Discharge or Thunderbolt, which could have easily taken out Scarbo. You see the Shockwave damage, but I have Citrus Berry on Scarbo, so I was surprised that it was Shockwave and not Thunderbolt, to say the least. Shocker goes for a Thunder Punch, really weirdly on Tyranitar, and barely hits Hina's Tyranitar. Now, I go for the Stealth Rock, which really helps later on in this match. The Sky Tyranitar goes for Earthquake. Doesn't affect the Thunderous or my Scarbo, but will definitely hurt that Electivire. So, the Sandstorm goes off, hitting all the combatants for minimum damage, except for my team's combatants. Another Shockwave goes off, but for some reason does not go for Scarbo. Shocker goes for a Thunder, but Scarbo avoids. Scarbo hits with a Brave Bird, not hoping to do any damage and is left for death fodder. But Scarbo's Brave Bird does remarkable damage to that Korean. Tyranitar goes for the Stone Edge attack, finishing off that beast of an Electivire. The other team's combatant goes down, and the Sandstorm hits the legendary Genie for minimum damage. Out comes a shiny Dragonite as the next combatant comes out. The pointed rocks dig into that Dragonite and do nice amounts of damage. Dragonite goes for the extreme speed, even though it's not going to hurt either one of our Pokemon for very much damage. The Thunderous goes for a Shockwave, finally taking out my Skarmory. Scarbo's efforts were fine and dandy, but Thunderous was the better Pokemon in the end. Tyranitar goes for the Thunder attack and paralyzes that mossy green dragon. The Sandstorm goes off again, hurting both the opponent's combatants. I send out my Galvantula. My Galvantula goes for the Protect, making sure no damage hits it this turn. Sky goes for the Dark Pulse, hitting the big dragon and nearly taking it out. The dragon goes for a Hyper Beam, but I block it with Protect. Revenge goes off, hitting to the Tyranitar and unfortunately taking out the awesome combatant from this team. Galvantula is buffeted by the Sandstorm. Same with Korean. And also the Dragonite. The Sandstorm is not hurting us, but the Sandstorm takes out the Dragonite. That was a pretty contradictory narration. Out comes the Garchomp, taking full advantage of the Sandstorm. Out turns out Hinacia, the Salamence. The pointed stones dig into the Garchomp, doing no damage, only a tiny bit. The Intimidate from the Salamence, that's what it's called. It goes off and it doesn't hurt, but it takes down the defenses. They use a potion randomly, which is really weird because we didn't allow that. But anyway, it doesn't matter because Galvantula hits it with a thunder, taking out that ugly genie. Salamence goes off with the Dragon Claw, deathly hurting the Garchomp, but severely hurting it. The Garchomp goes for the Dragon Tail on my Galvantula. It doesn't do very much damage, so it's not a very good Garchomp. Out comes out my Infernape. My Infernape was unfortunately dragged out of this moment. We are all hurt by the sandstorm except for the opponent now. C-Max sends out his Kyurem. The horribly powerful dragon takes quite much damage from the Stealth Rocks, and the pressure is not good either. My Infernape goes for the close combat, easily taking out the legendary dragon before it can do deadly damage to my teammate Salamence. My defenses go down, but it was well worth it for the ugly dragon to go down. Hopefully that was a good move. See, it goes with the Dragon Claw, taking out that land shock we call Garchomp. It was a critical hit, but we didn't need it anyway. The Japanese goes down, and my Infernape and Sia take minimum damage from the sandstorm. Lastly, C-Max sends out his Charizard, who's also a shiny Pokemon. It looks like it's gonna be a fire starter for a fire starter. Galvantula sends out. Hina withdraws the Sia, and we are moving. We send out Udrai. Udrai breaks the mold. Oh no, the camera fell down. And then flies up into the air. But it doesn't matter. The Charizard's taking damage, but the thunder attack hits it in the sky, leaving the match to a 4-0. And that's how we win the match. I hope you enjoyed this battle and hope this fascinating narration you like it. Anyway, I'll see you next time.